Good afternoon, my name is Farida. You're welcome to my channel again. So if you're joining me for the very first time, you're so welcome, and please stick with me to the very end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you feel like this video has been beneficial to you, or if you want to send it to someone who might learn one or two. That would be nice. Thank you. So this channel is all about positive vibes, and if you is an interactive channel. If you have a question or you feel like you need my honest opinion on, please don't even hesitate to send it to me. I have a Gmail account in the description box or the one on the screen right here. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's topic. Today we'll be talking about 5 non-negotiable, 5 when I mean non-negotiable, not open to compromise, not open to negotiation, not open to agreement. It's just there. If it's not it, it's not it. So it also applies to men. So if you want to date a lady or you want to get married to a lady, please, you should pay attention to the signs and the traits of these things. So yeah, I actually picked a few from I watched Prince Dowell, I think Donnell. Yes, Prince Donnell's video, and I picked one or two, and I felt that it's really good, so I added some of mine to it. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So number 1 will be, how well does he treat his family? Now don't forget that if he treats his family bad, later in life or in the future he might turn out to be that same person to you. And don't be fooled by his presence, because a man could go all the way to treat you really good. Make sure you're fine, you're okay for now, but in the future is what we're thinking about. In the future, because for now you'll be enjoying, everything will look all rosy. It's not all cupcakes and rainbow right there. There are times where you feel like, okay, you've messed up real bad, like especially getting married to that person. Eventually you feel like, okay, there are some things you would have put into consideration or things you would have thought through before you get married to this person. So if you are planning on getting married or dating someone and that you feel like, okay, it might probably lead to marriage, I feel you should pay attention to the sign. How well does he treat his family, especially his parents? How well does he treat his mom? Don't expect anything less than the way he treats his mom. Okay, you may be feeling as if, because he can actually tell you a confusing story that, oh, my parents have been following me from village, my parents are not nice, they have been mean to me. If that woman wants to kill his son, would have done that. The right when right when she got pregnant, that is even the best time to kill him. But he nurtured him, carried him for 9 months, and now this is the time he felt like the parents are. So my dear, you need to put all of this into consideration before you get married to that person. How well does it, and if he has been married before, how was marriage? You need to know what was the things adding up, what things happening on in that marriage he was before. Was the marriage, did it break up amicably? And does it still take care of his his son or his daughter if he has kids? So does he pay child support? Does he send the boy to school? Does he send money regularly to take care of the boy? You need to pay all of this straight. You need to pay attention to all of this before you start feeling you're in love. Okay, before you get in love, before you fall in love with the person, I feel like you should need to photocopy your heart first. Look at all this sign. If it's good, if it's okay, and hey, carry the original and go. But for now, pay attention to the sign. Then number 2, how is his connection with God? Do you guys agree on how is you guys' connection? Now what I mean is, how is his connection with God is that, do you guys agree on faith? Do you guys have the same views on faith? Or are you saying, oh, there is God, and he's saying, no, there is no God, I believe in science, and he's saying, that all the thing, you have to pay attention to this, because this is actually the bulk of the whole thing. How is his connection? How is his faith like? A man who cannot, I always say it, a man who cannot lead you to God may, it's my opinion, may not lead you to good. A relationship will lead you in 2 ways: better than you were before, or worse than you were. It's either taking something positive out of you and dropping something negative, or taking something negative out of you and dropping something positive. So you need to know what you're getting yourself into. before you know, feel like, okay, I want to date this person, I'm ready, or I want to get married to this person. So know what you're getting yourself into. What are his views on faith and God? And number three, yeah, is it consistent? Like, consistency is the key. Consistency. And when I mean consistency, I don't mean consistent taking out on a date, then consistency in buying you fancy dress, because a man can put up with that. He would do that just to get you. But when I mean consistency, I mean, how consistent is he in supporting you? How consistent is he in cheering for you? How consistent is he in making you achieve, or getting you to that place where you want to achieve your dreams, or getting you to a place where it's okay for you to dream and go for it? He's pushing you to be a better version of yourself. He's your fantastic support system. He's rooting for you. When you win, he's there cheering for you. When you lose, he's there comforting you. He's always there on the side. As in, he's ever trying to improve you. So if you find that man, I feel you should hold on to the person. Consistency is the key. Forget candlelight dinners, taking you out, getting dressed for you. That, I feel that a man can just put on a charade for that, and for a couple of months, a year, after then. But this one is what will get you through marriage. This one will get you through the dinner dates, will get you through dating. But doing that, you find a man that truly, truly is consistent. A man who has futuristic prospect himself. He has views. He has where he wants to achieve, where he wants to go in life. In 5 years, he already have vision that I want to get to this point. I want to get to this point, and I also believe you should be getting to this point. He's trying to improve himself and is improving you along the way, not leaving you behind. He's trying to make sure that you grow alongside with him. That is how you find a man that truly loves you. That is how you commit to that kind of relationship. That's the kind of relationship you should commit. A relationship that you look back on and you feel you bless God every day for. You said, I want this kind of relationship for my daughter. I want this kind of man for my daughter. Now, seriously, can a lady, the man you're dating right now, can you pray for that man can you pray for that kind of man for your daughter? If you can't, then something is wrong. So, I mean, we're not all perfect. We're still trying to get this thing called life. But if you've seen better, you've seen better. You've seen love that actually makes sense. And you've seen the one that doesn't make sense. Of course, you choose the one that makes sense to you. So, please, ladies, if you want to commit to any relationship, I feel you should pay attention to the signs. Then, number 4, how transparent is he with his finances? This is good. This is really good. How transparent is he? Now, if he's not transparent with his finances with you, I understand if a man doesn't want to tell you, disclose the amount he's collecting, the salary he's collecting, which is okay, and not so okay too. Because come on, if you find someone who is understanding, I feel you should let the person in on everything that's going on. Okay, this is the amount I'm collecting. This is the amount I want to save for my mom. This is the amount I want to send to my son. This is the amount I want to invest. This is the amount I want to save. This is the one left that we can use. So this is the only thing left for this month. We can't exceed this one. So she works and she demands around that amount you already kept. So if you're even making it hard for yourself, because if you tell her that this is the amount you can leave to do anything she wants to do, she will work on that budget. That budget, she will work around it. But if you don't tell her, she will demand for life. She will demand for, in fact, she will demand for things that you yourself you can't provide, because she feel like you didn't tell her now. You didn't tell her anything. So she believes you're earning 1 million. You're earning 6 figures. So she works with that budget of 6 figures. But if you let her know that this is the amount I have, this is the amount we're going to work with, like it or not, we're sticking to this amount, she will. So that is number 4 for you. Number 5 is, I think, is one of the more important after connection with God. Where is the direction of the relationship? Where is it taking you guys to? Are you guys exploring yourself? Are you guys going to, is this thing leading to marriage? Is it one night stand? Is it friends with benefit? That's all sort of names for it. But is this, if this is going to marriage, fine, good. When are we going to get married? And I believe you can spot a very unreasonable answer. Like, let's just see how it goes. I just want to know if you're really a marriageable person. Are you also marriageable? We are not perfect. We're just trying this thing called life. We're imperfect people trying to. So for him telling you that he wants to date you to see how it goes, go where? Ask him, where is it going? You have to know what you're getting yourself into. Don't just date for the purpose of, I just want to date, or I want to be among people who are dating. I want to post this picture. It's not that, those things is no longer fancy these days. Be in a relationship that your sanity, your mind is straight. You feel happy. You can relax. Please don't date and still be like looking like a single human being just because you just want to be in a relationship. You're what love. You're what loving. You're what caring for. You're what sacrificing for. If you believe, if you know you're what, again, I know you've heard a lot of motivational speakers tell you you're what, and it's true. You're what it's. You're what that love that gives you goosebumps. You're what that love that every time you think about it, you cry because you never believe in your wildest imagination you could get a man as good as that. So you deserve that love. So unless you make it a pray about it again, you can't just write the threat and say, okay, you know what, let me just relax. You need to pray. That's when you really need to pray. Tell God this is what you want. And you can see of all these five, I didn't really spot he must be earning 10 figures, which I said, if it's not earning up to 6 figures, how transparent is he with the 2 or 3 figures he has? You need to work with that too. So you could see I didn't list he must be tall, he must be um whatever language, he must be this, he must drive a car, he must those ones are just material and they will fade away. But the one that will not fade away is the one we're talking about right now. The one we're talking about right now, this will not fade away. It will not go. It will still be there. And with time, you guys will build up. It's important you build or start with someone because he will never forget that person that sticks with him when he had nothing. That person that was with him when everybody rejected him. No matter how crazy it is, when you take him back memory lane, he'll calm down. He'll be like, okay, yeah. So please, ladies and gentlemen, my advice: love yourself first. Put this. If you okay now, you need to love yourself so that it shows to that person that this is the level at which I love myself. So if you don't love me to this capacity, there's nothing is happening. Now you need to show that love to yourself first. You need to love you before someone love you the way he sees you loving you or she sees you loving you. If you don't love yourself and you feel like you're waiting, again, it's important to go into a relationship not waiting for someone to come and complete a whole. You are There's a lot of expectation in that, and if that person doesn't do what you actually already kept on ground to do, you feel like, okay, there's a problem. But the person is human too. He has his own life, he has his own journey, he's going through stuff too. So you need to put that into consideration before you start thinking that the person has to come and save you. You need to be complete. So he just comes to compliment you. So please, girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have to say for today. Thank you for sticking with me all to this point, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. God bless you. I am really grateful. Next week we'll be talking about natural hair. If you are planning on going back to natural hair, or you're already a naturalista and you feel like you're stuck, the hair is not growing, I'll give you some tips that I feel. There'll be a lot of hair tutorials coming up, but for now, I don't know. I'll post next week. I'll post something about it. It will be a very detailed, so you know what natural hair entails. So Thank you so much again for everything. I love you. I'm grateful for your support. It means so much to me. God bless you.